what's going on, guys? It's David here from Genzio. We're in Buenos Aires at DevCon at the Espresso booth, and I'm here with Whit. Whit, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic, man. Thank you. First of all, thank you for having us over here. Awesome to come stop, have some coffee. You guys, I fortunate was enough to get one of these. Awesome in Buenos Aires, a little mate. Yeah, do you drink mate yourself?
I might after this trip. I've never owned a mate gourd until now, so.
Yeah, it's actually really nice.
Yeah?
For me personally, I'm able to sleep a little bit better when I continuously drink it, but it's good. It's good.
Wow.
Cool, man. All right.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're here for one reason, espresso. I'd love for you to break down for our viewers, what is espresso?
Yeah. Espresso is a base layer designed specifically to help roll-ups communicate in a more seamless fashion. So it's all about this idea of finality, right? Which is the point at which anyone can trust that the transaction won't be reverted. And so that's what we offer. We're our own consensus. We have our own consensus protocol designed specifically to optimize for speed in confirming transactions. So a rollup integrates with us and submits their batches to us immediately. Our consensus protocol finalizes them in 6 seconds, we're designed specifically for that purpose. You can't deploy a smart contract on Espresso. You can't launch a token, and then the idea is that rollup gets finality and then will settle to Ethereum. But the finality is what allows for the composability between rollups, because the rollup, rollups, while they scaled Ethereum, they also fragmented the ecosystem, right? So like fragmented users, liquidity, developers. Right now, developers like, oh, do I want to launch my smart contract on Base, or do I want to do an Arbitrum one? And so we lost the synchronous composability that we had on Ethereum layer 1. And Ethereum is designed to be secure, but because of that, it's also designed to be slow in terms of finality. So it'll take 12 plus minutes for Ethereum to finalize. So if smart contracts on Arbitrum 1 want to communicate with a smart contract on, Base, then if they want to do it safely and securely, they're going to be passing messages. It takes 12 plus minutes to finalize. Espresso integrated chains, 6-second finality, and then they can trust each other's transactions and trigger actions, and voila, the whole idea is to abstract away the stuff like bridging and all the friction that exists now for cross-chain. That's it. That's what we do.
Okay, so I gotta ask though, where did the name espresso come from?
So espresso, obviously, is a beverage that brings people together, right? Throughout history, coffee has been one of these things. You go to a coffee shop, you bring people together. So what are we doing?
I mean, ironic.
Connecting dots.
Connecting the dots, yeah. But
we're bringing roll-ups together.
Bringing roll-ups together. I gotta say, ironically enough, what drew me over here was you guys were serving coffee.
We actually are serving coffee.
Serving espresso.
And that does create some confusion. Early this morning, we had a few people come up just thinking we were purely like the DevConnect coffee booth. And when I said, no, we're actually a company, they're like, oh. But anyway, yeah.
Cool, man. So obviously you guys are here in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Is there a specific target towards the Argentinian market, or just great location for the conference?
Oh, great location for a conference. We're here to connect with the Ethereum ecosystem.
Yep.
No specific Argentinian play at the moment, except that, Argentinians are already, been a community that has embraced crypto. And so, payments and that sort of thing is certainly something that we help smooth out. And because, payments, if in a TradFi world, right, where you're sending international wire transfers and paying fees, we are certainly envision a future where obviously blockchain prevents that, but we need to be composable, so that's where we come in. So yeah,
cool, man. And now, what is your role with Espresso?
I lead product marketing at Espresso.
Okay. Yeah. Have you always done that?
Yeah, you mean at Espresso or always?
Yeah, just saying, you have a history of that in general?
No, actually, I spent 15 years as a business journalist, actually, before getting into PR, communications, but and then, crypto was always like a side project, like a passion of mine. Or not always, but 2017, I got it, really went down the rabbit hole. But even at that time, there wasn't very many on-ramps to working crypto unless you were like a dev or something like that. So, I was just always, always involved, but wanted to, eventually it was like, okay, I got to find a way to actually, take my career and move it into crypto. So it was 2022, I was able to finally, find a role. Joined a startup that didn't work out, but it was a great opportunity, and here I am. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny you mention that because like it is definitely something that has evolved where in the beginning you definitely needed to be either a dev or a founder or,
right.
There really wasn't like a large amount of options for jumping in the industry.
No. I mean, I was a journalist, writer. I mean, I could have written a white paper about whatever and launched an ICO maybe,
You still can.
Yeah, not quite the same, yeah. That was a crazy time, ICO world, but
cool. Now for Espresso, is there anything big up and coming for you guys that you guys would like to announce for our viewers?
Yeah. So we launched on mainnet a year ago at DevCon. So we're having a year on mainnet, and over that time we've been constantly shipping. Right now we have 9 rollups integrated, but we have a pipeline of 20 plus. But the big next one, ApeChain just integrated. ApeChain's a very big rollup, great team there, and we are next one is Cello. So Cello is another great big chain. So our neighbor here at DevConnect too, their booth is right over there. They'll be our first OP stack chain. So to date, we have all the chains that rollups that are integrated are Arbitrum orbit chains. So we are stack agnostic. So that's really important, for our thesis. So Cello coming up, integrating, that's huge. And then also, we're Espresso Systems, the dev company, but we also support the Espresso Foundation that is kind of, in charge of long-term stewardship of the Espresso network. And they are getting ready. There will be a TGE event that the Espresso Foundation will be having in the next few months. And that will actually coincide with the network itself upgrading to run on proof of stake. So for the past year on mainnet, we've been distributed network of nodes, but they've been a permission set. So we have like 20-something node operators operating 100 nodes, but we'll be upgrading to proof of stake. So anyone can stake Espresso tokens and either delegate to a node operator or spin up their own node. So that's a huge step towards further decentralization and permissionless nature. So those are the big ones. Cello integration, OP stack integration. They'll be the first OP stack chain that I forgot to mention. And then, proof of stake. And then,
Cool, man. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Where can everybody follow you guys?
So the website is Espresso Sys, SYS.com. On Twitter, on X, we're Espresso SYS, Espresso Sys. Espresso Foundation on Twitter is Espresso FNDN. And that's it.
Cool, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Yep. What's up, guys? We have officially partnered with one of the top online casinos in the world, BC Game. Whether you're into slots, blackjack, or sports gambling, or just chasing that next crypto adrenaline, BC Games is just for you. And here's the kicker. When you sign up and use our exclusive code GENZIO, you receive insane benefits. With your first deposit matched, daily, weekly, and monthly rewards, priority support, and faster withdrawals. And on top of that, random airdrops and free spins. I mean, if you're gonna game, why not do it on the platform that is supporting the future of Web3 entertainment and get rewarded while you're at it? Listen, this isn't just luck, this is strategy. So get in the game. And remember, use code GENZIO, stay untamed, and use BC Game.
Stay untamed with BC Game. And make a prediction today and use code GENZIO.
Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a hive.
No, you do not understand.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're back at the Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.